Space junk has struck the ISSA, guys. It's crazy. Everyone's about to die. There's only one person capable of saving them, and it's not me. So, what are we gonna do? We're going to call in my clone, who is named Spook Vooper. Very original name, and he's going to try to save the space station. It's gonna be great. You know, have you ever thought about the fact that the ISS is really close to ISIS? Really makes you think. Ridiculous. We don't need rules. Oh my god. Okay, wait a moment. That was really intense. Let's restart. Okay. So, immediately, we have a freaking explosion where we've lost a pod. These solar panels have been damaged. There's like debris on the outside of the top section. This stick man is just, I don't even know what he's trying to do. Questionable things there with that door. And, great. I'm sure we can fix this. It's fine. All we have to do is apply thermite to the affected area, and I'm sure everything will be fine. Oh. Oh, there's a high pressure coming out of the area. That's unfortunate. There we go. Apply thermite to the affected area. This is known as my way of fixing things. It appeared that the thermite solution did not work. It's unfortunate. What if we add more thermite? Oh! There we go. See, with more thermite, there are more possibilities to fix. Oh my god, it's sucking them in! Oh no! Oh god, they're all getting sucked into the thermite! That's awful! Oh, gee. Okay, well, I didn't plan on that happening. It was a joke, but it went too far. People have died. It's no longer funny. Now it's hilarious. Let's go ahead and actually try to save these guys. So, what is stopping me from just... Crazy. Absolutely insane Mad Lad Spike Viper straight up just draws it back together. I feel like this is not the intent. I feel like this is definitely not how you're intended to fix this. However, it's beautiful. It's great. Can I control the stickmen? Like, I should be able to control them using, like, arrow keys, right? No, because there's multiple. That's unfortunate. Do I have to, like, get them into another... Okay, let's make this more realistic, damn it. I'm gonna improve this for the person. Let's go to the pressure display. Oh, okay, yeah. Great. So it actually is super negative pressure outside, which is what I was hoping. So that actually does give us a little bit of a challenge. I would have went a little bit further, and I would have added ambient heat and made it... Oh, it is ambient heat, so why don't they... They should have set the ambient air temperature to 0. Because it'd be cold. Alright, let's go ahead and build a heater now, because I have a feeling that this is going to cause some issues being extremely, extremely cold. Okay, heater time. Let's build a nuclear heater. It's gonna be fine, guys. We'll just do it. We'll reclaim this. How are we going to deal with the pressure variance? I feel like this is, yeah, this is at negative 250. So even if I put this back together kind of with titanium, if I were to open this area is going to go super low pressure, and if I open this will all go super low pressure. We need to calmly pump pressure into here, but we don't have much. I could just fill the entire capsule with like oxygen, but that's an even bigger risk because I think a single spark will set that on fire. So how are we going to increase the pressure in here? I guess we're gonna have to go ahead and pump the pressure up into this, in this area, and then pray that I can balance it correctly So let's go ahead and get airflow. You can see on the top right here, the pressure. So we're going to increase. Okay! Got it! Can't increase the pressure in that chamber. Wow, that was quite violent. Okay, how much can I increase the pressure in this chamber? Nope, that is the max. And there's a guy in here, which I should... Okay, wait a minute. Undo. There's a guy over here. Let's get him out of here. Let's open the door. Yeah, door open. All right, he gets sucked into here because this has lower pressure for some reason. Then we're gonna go ahead and we're going to put a thick lad door on here because I don't trust this. And now we're going to try to deal with the explosives. I'm going to fill this compartment with water. Very realistic. This is exactly what you can do on the International Space Station. And then we're going to go ahead and try to airflow it now. High pressure, we get an explosion, but it was contained. And now we just have insane amounts of heat that are going through, which actually that kind of solves our freezing to death issue. The only issue is that the walls are like 700 degrees in some spots. So you win some, you lose some. Just stay out of this general area and you'll be fine. I don't think any stickmen have actually died in this area. Is probably fine. So now what we're going to do is we're going to vent the pressure from this into this. Because the pressure is at like 30, so if we open this up, we should equalize. Oh, that is a very dangerous equalization process that's going down. All right, and what pressure are we equalizing to? -7? That's a lot better than -200. Okay. We're going to try to clear out the absolute mess we have in here. Because it's just full of destroyed equipment at this point, and that's a mess. So destroyed equipment, we're just clearing it out. Very nice. The pressure is actually becoming even more reasonable. And because it's all swirling around, it's actually very easy to vacuum or to remove all of these little particles. The pressure really is trying to equalize itself. It's trying hard. We don't want any like little particles leaking though into the rest of the space station because that could really wreak havoc. All right, so now that my vacuum cleaner run is pretty much done, I mean, there's still a little bit of debris, but I think it's manageable now. Probably get dealt with by an air filter. I don't think anyone's died yet either. Let's see what the temperatures are looking like. Reasonable. It's hot. Some of these surfaces are like a little bit hot, but like on the grand scheme of things, reasonable. It's just kind of warm inside. Very nice. So the stick figures are still alive. They're still doing fine. And now we're going to we're going to try to connect these sections. First, I'm going to introduce a small amount of pressure into the main area. Just to get it positive. And then now we're going to just blow a hole in this and we're going to pray. Oh, there it goes. And very dramatic. We're pulling like little pieces of debris from the rest of the space station, but doable as long as nobody gets sucked through the hole, which may actually happen. Let's go ahead and add a little bit more pressure here. Oh, I just threw that stick figure against the wall. That's unfortunate. Okay, this area now has positive pressure, and I think we're good to just open it up now. Ha! Very nice. Very good. I can also repair the solar panels using this technology known as copy and paste, if you've ever heard of it. All we have to do is this. I'm sure this breaks the rules, but do I care? That's the question. Using just a little bit more effort, we're able to close these off. And when you look at that, we have power back to the ship. Very nice. So we've solved the power problem. There's only a little bit of damage over here. We solved the power problem. We have, okay, there's a little bit of something going on over here. It's a little bit funky, but we're just gonna clean that up. Close this. Brilliant. All right. So, these are longer than these now, but that's fine. All right. It would appear that I've done a poor job of fixing some parts of this, so we're just gonna make sure it's a little bit more consistent. Just fill in any gaps I've left, you know, simple stuff. Very nice. What's the temperature in the ship? 30 degrees. There's no object for it to transfer that heat to, so shouldn't really be an issue. Did I accidentally delete some pump over here? Kind of interesting that none of the... Is it because of the wall that none of the heat's getting through? Like, the ambient heat here is like 25. If I erase this wall here... Oh, that's void. Wait a moment. If I just... Why isn't the ambient heat moving? It's 0. It should be getting cold. Oh no! I undid that accidentally. Whoops! Oh, okay. Let's redo that. 0 was my intent. So, yeah. Oh! Woohoo! Look at that cold, and we got some pressure going around now because of the insane cold. Okay. Okay, the entire thing is dropping in temperature extremely quickly as the cold vacuum of space is just beginning to... Holy moly! Okay, so space... Well, let's talk. Space is cold, generally, because there's like, no, it's just empty. However, that also brings up the other thing, which is that there's nothing really to transfer heat to. So while space is cold, it's also kind of hard to cool down in space, which makes getting rid of heat in space complicated. And it also makes the simulation kind of awful, because this is basically treating it as if there was 0-degree air touching the space, craft, which is way too fast of, conduction. So everyone's gonna freeze to death, and that's just because this is unrealistic. But at the same time, I'm going to try to fix this. I'm going to actually try to save them from what is an impossible situation by turning this room into a nuclear reactor. Oh, you saw that coming. Come on, you've watched my channel enough. We're going to turn this into a large nuclear reactor, and I think we're using my modded version. So we're gonna create a thorium reactor, because scientists really love talking about thorium reactors, but then not actually working on them. That was a roast, by the way. Get destroyed, scientists. Yeah, you think you're so cool talking about your thorium reactors? I want to see one. I want to see you make one right now. Do it. You won't. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to put clone here. We're going to make it clone neutrons. There's a lot of neutrons in here now. Thorium heats up when neutrons hit it. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make this go directly into the walls of the space station so that the heat is properly introduced to the rest of the system. What could possibly go wrong? All right, let's just hope I get the balance right. We're just gonna do... That's Nihonium! We don't want to play with that. Boom. 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 Ah, yes. Hundreds of degrees we are making. It is a very warm reactor, and it is getting this part of the, wow. It's certainly getting warm. But the rest of the ship is cold. It's getting this part of the ship to like 100, 200 degrees. Oh God, what just happened? I have a feeling there's weird pressure-related things happening because of the heat difference. The reactor is... Okay, the reactor is melting down, actually. That's brilliant. It's melting. We're not getting the heat to the other parts of the space station efficiently enough, which is causing us major issues in our life. However, it looks like only the gold fell off. The titanium is holding, and that's good. This part of the ship is at 600 degrees now. Wow, that's impressive. The rest of the ship is not, though. It's at negative 200 degrees. Spreading this heat out is going to be very complicated, but I have a plan. I'm a man with a plan. We're going to get heat conductor, which is like OP levels of heat conductance. We're going to go to replace mode, and we're going to make these lines coming through here, and we're going to just bring heat conductor through the literal walls. That's right. We're going to literally just bring the heat through as much of the space station as possible. Okay, so let's go ahead and, oh God, my microphone is on. I got scared. Sometimes when I'm doing VR, I have to swap the mic line, and then I forget to unswap it, and then I record a video, and then I realize that I've literally not gotten any audio. And then I generally have to redo the video. And redoing a video sucks, because, like, you can never really nail the excitement of the first time you do something. Like, the first time I committed tax fraud. This is not serious, IRS. I'm not being serious. No tax fraud here. Or at least that's what my lawyers told me to say. Okay, let's see what happens. Boom! Heat conductor really quickly pulls that heat through. Wow. And all the stick figures have been thrown into walls and died, I think, because of the pressure changes. It's negative 23. Oh, shoot, I'm stupid. Oh, man, the heat conductor doesn't block pressure like titanium does. Okay, we're just gonna put a super thick layer of titanium on the side of the space station, I guess. And we will replace the dead. Whoops. See, now this is getting ridiculous. This is the point where it's like... The realism factor is just gone now. Oh, okay. Actually, I'd rather just keep my mistake there than redo all of that. Oh, man. Oh, man, I've done it again, guys. I have made a real mess of the situation. I appear to be very good at doing that. Let's go ahead and just a little bit more. Oh boy. What an absolute mess. I've killed the crew, but we can replace them. It's fine. It was stipulated in the contract that this might in fact happen. Alright, how about them apples? Okay, and I should also make it so that it can transfer the heat through this way, which will not go that far. Ugh. And through this way, which makes way more sense because it's like the shortest run, but I did it last. Because I am certified Spike Viper. Alright, how's that? Well, the heat being transferred among these pipes is going well. And this specific area has cooled down quite a bit, the reactor chamber. The walls over here are now just 100 to 200 degrees, and going over here, it's actually a reasonable temperature. Although it's dropping. Turns out it's just not, it's too much in some areas and it's not enough in others. It's like me. If only we could get a better spread. We probably can, and I can tell you how we can. By allowing the ambient heat to come out by just opening this up. That should... Now we should get heated air coming directly off of the reactor, coming through and heating... Huh? Maybe not? Probably if I put a vacuum just to pull it over here. No? This entire area is so vacuumed anyway. Does vacuum transfer heat less efficiently in this game? It should. That would be realistic, but I feel like that's just hoping for too much. Let's go ahead and fix the pressure issues, actually. By destroying everything. Good work. Because this should not be like -20. This should be pretty much 0 or a little bit higher. I can actually maintain the pressure just by putting some pump down somewhere, which would probably be far. There it goes. Very nice. And then we'll just make it, keep it just slightly positive pressure. 2. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too much. We'll do a little, half of a pressure. Keep it slightly pressurized. Okay, the ambient heat throughout this is actually getting to be quite reasonable. The walls here, 10 degrees, 20, 12, getting a little bit cold on this side. And over near the reactor, it's actually reasonable. The reactor itself is actually a reasonable temperature. We can definitely increase the amount of reactions we're getting here. How will we do that? I think we can do that by just opening this up a little bit more. Making the thorium a little bit more regular. It's kind of crazy. This half melted down and I'm just still using it, but that's my life. So this is rising in temperature now. We're getting a little bit more out of it. The walls over here are 40 degrees. Over here, it's -120, which is quite cold on this part of the... But over here, it's fine. If you were in this area specifically, you're not dead. Honestly, there should be another heat-producing reactor on this side of the ship. And actually, because I am awesome like this, I'm just going to boop it into existence. Boop. Okay, slight issue here. We're just gonna have to connect some heat pipes together. There we go. Now we have 2, and that should warm up, right? No? How is it still -87 degrees? That doesn't even make sense. This is generating... What? It's negative? How? What? Is it that... Wow, the cold coming in through here is just so insanely cold. It's coming through this side way harder than this side. Wow. That is... Geez. Looks like we're going to have to increase productivity of this reactor quite a bit. So let me go to super effective reactor mode, which may actually end up melting itself down. But that's fine. That's something I deal with on a daily basis anyways. It's just a medical issue. Oh, okay, that is a lot of neutrons. Bring it, I guess. All right, we have positive temperatures on this part of the ship now. Even over here, the temperature is rising. The only thing that makes me slightly nervous is the fact that it may overheat. Balancing this heat is going to be impossible. It's already... Okay, and now this side is getting very hot. So this is what happens. It's all about balance, and sometimes that can be challenging. Like, this side has to be hotter because it's getting hit by more, but honestly, it should be even. I should have just fixed that fact. Whatever. Now the entire thing is in the hundreds of degrees, and you know what? You get the point. You should play around with this save. Save the Crew. It's made by blah 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 Boomtish 214. The ID is right here. So go check it out. This has been fun. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Peace out. I totally didn't follow this in any way I was supposed to. But sometimes that's the glorious part of life, right? Right? Wow! Thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and maybe if you really enjoyed, go to the International Space Station and tell me how it is up there. Thank you. Have a good time. End credits, gang. Peace out.